Option Game, the exciting new game show where wannabe parents answer a series of carefully worded questions to win over the hearts of our adorable orphans. I'm your host, Wayne Andrews. Now, first thing for this evening, let's meet our orphans.
I'm Sally and I'm 7.
Ooh, 7. That's an exciting age.
I'm Sue and I'm 8.5.
Sue, that is a beautiful name.
I'm Sarah and I'm 5.
All right. Now that we've met our orphans, let's move on to our contestants. Starting off with Dad number 1. Dad number 1, always a busybody and active socialite, Chauncey Kelly Finnegan has made an early fortune by exploiting the classic Ponzi scheme on unsuspecting elderly folk, nonetheless. He enjoys looking at himself holding money in the mirror, as well as riding like a snob through mobile home communities to feel like a big shot. Sounds like a fun time. All right, moving right along, let's meet Dad number 2. Jimbo Jones. Jimbo has accomplished smashing mediocrity through aggressive indecisiveness and constant deferring of control to his less than lovely wife, Andy. He enjoys long days on the couch, followed by drowning out sorrows at the local hotspot, Applebee's. Now, last but not least, let's move on to our final dad, Dad number 3. A burly man from years of woodworking, Thomas Wayne is a self-sacrificing innovator and spokesman for an advocacy group called Feed Your Local Knob. He enjoys long walks on busy downtown streets and getting caught with no sunscreen on. All of this with his wonderful wife, Esther. All right, now that we've met our wonderful contestants, let's move on to the question portion of this evening. Ladies, what is your first question for your future possible fathers?
I really like toys, so do you have a lot of money?
All right, she likes toys. Let's see. Dad number 1, what are you going to do about that?
Well, I'm very wealthy, and I have a lot of money, so I'm going to buy her a lot of toys.
Dad number 2, same question.
Money's good to have, I guess, if you want toys, but, you know, the wife handles the finances, so if you want toys, ask your mom.
I don't really think it's about the material aspects, but I think it's about what's in your heart. So maybe no to as many toys as these two would give you.
All very interesting answers. Moving right along to question number 2. Sue, what would you like to ask your possible future fathers?
When I grow up, if I bring home a sketchy guy, how will you react?
Interesting. Dad number 1, sketchy guy. Come and take your daughter out. What do you say?
Well, it would have to depend on whether he comes from wealth. If he has a nice car, I'd say yes. Ask your mom.
I'd say we'd have to sit down with this guy and see what his motives are, and see why he wants to take you out, and what are his reasons behind that.
Again, all very well thought out, wonderful questions. All right, moving right along to our very last question of the evening. Now, Sarah, remember, this question determines exactly who's going to be your father for the rest of your life. Very important. Okay? All right, think you can handle this. All right, Sarah, what is your question?
Can I please have a pony?
She asked for a pony. Dad number 1, what do you say?
I'd say yes. You know, I don't know how I would really react to having a pony, but it'd probably come down to what your mom thinks.
Well, I'd say that you're a little young for a pony right now, but we can talk about it. Maybe when you get older, we can definitely find a way to get you a pony.
All right, that ends the questions for this evening. Now, ladies, the time has come. Who is going to be the father for the rest of your life? Who do you want to be adopted by? Take a few minutes. Deliberate. Talk now. Okay, it seems we've come to a So, who we decided, ladies? Who is going to adopt you and be the father for the rest of your life?
Dad number 3.
Dad number 3! Alright guys, we saw tonight that the girls had 3 choices of a dad that they could have. Honestly, dad number 1, wealthy guy, seemed to be willing to give all their, or meet all their secular desires, give them anything they want, provide their love. Dad number 2 seemed to be a little more indecisive, kind of sluggish. You know, maybe not willing to lead them one way or another. Probably not the best dad. But father number 3, who do y'all think he seemed most like?
Jesus.
Jesus. Exactly. A responsible, respectful father who wants nothing but the best for his daughter, even though she might not agree with it all the time. Alright guys, that was the adoption game. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week.